Listen to this story found in Matthew 8, verses 18 to 22. When Jesus saw the crowd around him, he instructed his disciples to cross to the other side of the lake. Then one of the teachers of religious law said to him, "Teacher, I will follow you wherever you go." But Jesus replied, "Foxes have dens to live in, and the birds have nests, but the Son of Man has no place even to lay his head." Another of his disciples said, "Lord, first let me return home and bury my father." But Jesus told him, "Follow me now. Let the spiritually dead bury their own dead." Following Jesus is hard. For me, it has been the most difficult thing I have ever attempted to do. I say attempted because it seems that every day I go my own way and find direction that needs correcting so I can get back on the path of following Jesus. Grace is freely given to me and costs me nothing, but following Jesus is an entirely different story. We know that God desires all to be in a growing relationship with Himself. Following Jesus involves laying down my desires, dreams, goals, lifestyle, essentially the life I live today. Call it the old life. But with a new life in Jesus comes a new purpose. The old is gone and the new is here. Following Jesus cost me my old life, and in many ways, I like the old life. And when I get off track, it is me flirting with my old life. Can you relate? Now, think back to when you were a teenager or when you first came to know the Lord. There are certain seasons when following God feels like it costs us a lot. It feels more difficult. We need to remember and pray for our young people. With the number of influences on their lives, following Jesus can be tough because they must say no to so many things. They have had lifelong friendships that were once healthy that have now become toxic. They once thought it in strictly concrete terms, and now they begin to understand the abstract and they see the messiness of life. Young people begin to realize that they are broken just like the world around them and are left with the question, how should I live? To say they've got a lot going on in the inside is more than fair, and yet the cost to follow Jesus is not made in installments. It is not watered down. It remains old life for a new life. I hope I have reminded you of the struggle of following Christ, particularly for a young person. We have one prayer request, just one, for today, and it is simply this. Pray with me that young people will renew their commitment to live a new life in Christ, that they will grieve well the hurts and sadness of their old life and celebrate fully the incredible life they have in Christ. Pray that their friends and family will see Christ in them and find the courage to live that same life. Pray that young people everywhere will recklessly abandon their old lives and embrace the new life in Christ. Pray that their passion will begin to change our culture. Pray with me for revival. This is a big prayer, and it would be appropriate if you feel so led to fast, setting aside the time to take on this big prayer for young people to spark revival. I'm excited. I'm so excited to see how God will answer our prayers. Thank you for praying with me. There is no ministry apart from Christ. So pray with urgency and expectation. I will talk to you next week.